Buddy Kofoid and David Gravel bring us to the green flag in the Larry Hillerud Memorial Badger 40. Kofoid with the lead into 1 and 2. David Gravel chasing him down the back straightaway. Sheldon Hodenshield third, lap 1 goes in the books. Brady Bacon side by side with Logan Schuhart. Donnie Schatz trying to make it a 3-wide battle there. That is the contest for the 8th spot as they close in on 7th place running Garrett Williamson. Kofoid with the outside lane to himself for the moment, now catches up with the 10V of Matt Vanderveer and has to duck to the inside of the speedway as Vanderveer runs the cushion. Sheldon on the bottom, Macedo to the cushion out of corner number 4, looking for a run down the front straightaway. Bill Baylog trying to make that a 3-car race for third. Macedo now a look to the inside into turn 3. Carson Macedo takes third from Sheldon Hodenshield. Bill Baylog now looks to the inside of Hodenshield for fourth. They bang wheels to get together. Hodenshield spins, keeps going. We stay green. Now there's damage to the front end of the number 17. Kofoid on the throttle immediately into turn 3. We go back to green flag conditions. Brady Bacon on the outside of the racetrack challenging Bill Baylog for the 4th spot, and now part of that mix as well, Chris Windham. This time the Macho Man dives to the inside in 3 and 4, move Brady Bacon up to 4th. Baylog back to the inside of Bacon's 21H. Bacon maintains the spot at the midpoint of the back straightaway. Baylog to the inside in 3 and 4, move Bill Baylog back to 4th as they cross the line on lap 16. Car slowing on the front stretch, the 28M of Connor Morrell, caution flag displayed. Buddy Kofoid accelerated early in corner number 3 on the last restart, gets on the throttle there again, and we come back under green flag conditions. Bill Baylog nearly getting together with Carson Macedo in the race for third. Baylog tries to take the spot. Macedo back to the cushion in 3 and 4. He'll be third as they cross the line. And the car sideways facing the wrong direction on the backstretch. The 55 of Hunter Schurenberg, and we understand there is damage to the front end of that car that will require the services of a tow truck. Feeling pretty good about the acceleration point as we come back to the green flag. Bill Baylog with a run on the 41 of Carson Macedo for third. He'll make the pass entering turn 1. Macedo trying to come back at him down the back straightaway. Baylog now running third, but Macedo's got to run to the inside, and Baylog nearly hits the wall on the front straightaway. Move Carson Macedo back to the 3rd spot. Now, Baylog challenged by the 7S of Chris Windham. Windham to the inside of Baylog. Chris Windham now gets the 4th spot. A move to the inside for the Macho Man Brady Bacon. He'll pass Bill Baylog for 5th. Baylog back to the inside, down the back straightaway. Move the 17B back to 5th. Here comes the Macho Man once again, sliding across the nose of the North Pole Nightmare, and Logan Schuhart gaining on both of them as they roll into corner number 1. Schuhart to the inside of Bacon. He'll make the pass at the midpoint of the back straightaway. Logan Schuhart now into the 6th spot. David Gravel to the cushion in 3 and 4. Buddy Kofoid runs the middle, and here comes the defending champion with a run on the leader into corner 1. Gravel to the inside, new leader David Gravel. No, Kofoid back around the outside. Gravel led for about 50 feet there. Kofoid looks to the inside, can't get by the slower car of Zach Hampton. An opportunity, caution on the speedway. One of the infield tire markers on the racetrack in turn 3. Back under green flag conditions. Both Kofoid and Gravel run the low line in turns 1 and 2. Carson Macedo went to the top, challenged briefly by Chris Windham for the 2nd spot. Gravel right there with the leader as they take the white flag. 1 lap to go. Into turns 1 and 2. Kofoid drifts high out of the corner. David Gravel holds the low line but loses ground. Final set of turns. Buddy Kofoid flag to flag at Wilmot with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. David Gravel 2nd, Carson Macedo 3rd, Chris Windham 4th, and Logan Schuhart 5th. And he'll climb up top of the VP Fuels checkered flag to celebrate the win in the Larry Hillerud Memorial Badger 40.
Oh, I saw him the one time, and lappers were kind of tricky for me. I feel like as the race went on, I kind of got freer and freer, but on those short runs and even that first long run, I felt like exceptionally good and could carve through traffic really good. And then I think the track just, like I said earlier, it's just so line sensitive, and it got really slick into 3 where you feel like you're off the edge of the track, and then you come back onto a cushion, and in there I felt really good driving across in 1 and 2, and the top bit me once, and I didn't know if I was pressured, and then I thought I was just being pressured just because of traffic, and and I was kind of scratching my head and like, man, I don't know where to be, and just because there's 10 different things you could do, and I was just sticking to what I felt like was working for me, just driving across and trying to cut 1 really short, and and then I kind of gave up on the top in 3 and was kind of driving across. So I don't know if that was better or not, but I feel like that just helped us, finish off the race good. And like I said, you just got to be, searching all the time and kind of head on a swivel even when you're the leader. So just really, really happy for Dennis and Teresa Roth, Mobile One and Toyota, Roth Enterprises, HR Livestock Transportation, Todd Ventura and Andy Graves. Without those people, we wouldn't be here. And then, without, we wouldn't be standing up here being able to have speed like this if it wasn't for Dylan, Nate, and Gage. They work incredibly hard, and I feel like atmosphere-wise, it's been in the best atmosphere and the most fun I've had in my career, and that's just all to them and everyone above us that puts us here. Early on this year, it took us a little bit to get that first one, and I didn't really feel like early on, we heard a convolution. We were switching back and forth, trying to figure out what we needed to be better, and I was like, man, when are we going to get the first one? And then, it felt like it kind of was a slow start. I'm like, man, hopefully we can at least beat our number last year. So, but no, just really happy to get to equal last year now, but hopefully we can just keep chugging away and try and chip away at David's lead. Obviously they're far ahead, but it's nice to be, I feel like the two really good cars, probably the 2 other best cars in the country, and to beat them head to head is special too.
For live coverage of every World of Outlaws event and for extended on-demand race content, visit dirtvision.com. For full race results, features, and series news, visit worldofoutlaws.com.